no total number of participants. So, participants, the number of countries 10, which the way I see around compared to the previous one, I think it's good. So we have wider numbers now. And the list of countries, obviously India is there, Cameroon is there, Canada, Kenya, Liberia, Moldova, Morocco, and we have Portugal, Sierra Leone, USA. So we have these 10 countries around. It's a very diverse, and I was very happy to hear each one viewpoints on different topics. Now, what we have tried in this program, we have tried to give you the ebook, everything in the very beginning. Then we have been giving you video recording of each day. Whatever we have said, whatever questions, WhatsApp group was formed, and you guys could share your thoughts around. Now, this WhatsApp group will remain active for some period, but ultimately, because we have done around 10, 12 programs in the last few years. So we have a big list of people, 300 to 400 people. So we want that you guys all should join into the group. So that way you can share your thoughts, your experience. Obviously today, I hope everybody got the certificate for completion. Am I correct? So that's one we are given to all of you. This is the one feedback on experience-wise. Did the training content met your expectation? Meet your expectation. So 84.6 said yes, somewhat 15.4. But certainly we want to improve upon it if you guys can give us some more details on it. And coming back, how were the trainers? So obviously the outstanding is 53%, excellent is 23%, the good was 23%. Then the next thing comes, how would you rate the training platform around? So we have the 5 is always outstanding in this case. So outstanding, excellent, and the good. The next thing comes, how was the administrative support, which I think all of you are given excellent. Outstanding means basically 5 stars, 92%, 7.7. But I think the team who have been working excellent to provide you all the support, whatever you need. For the training interactive, thanks again, guys, 100%, but I'm sure, keeping in mind the time frame, this could be better than this. Now, coming back to some people are giving us separate suggestions also. We are taking care of it. Training delivered very well. Time concerns, I know it's tough. For people who are based in the US or Canada, it was midnight. And for the people who are in Africa, so when we start, for them it's little early morning. They're just waking up from the bed. And for India, so we tried to balance it up. I think we discussed with Shankerji also on this topic. So we came to 11:30, but if any suggestion, you're welcome to again give me the feedback after this. I would suggest including more practical examples. And there's no second thought, we need more practical. Implicate the participants. So we have been trying our best, but then sometimes the time limitation comes. We encourage you guys, come on, give your thoughts on this. What are your insights? What are your experience on the topic around? So we try to get that, but we will certainly try to improve further. Maybe more with practical examples. Interactive sessions. Again, best wishes. Thanks again, guys, to us and my ISM families and the endeavors for facilitating such a platform. Now, coming back to the sequence of presentation. So this is the sequence. We started from the project cycle pad, went to the highlights of this project management, PPSD, sourcing strategies, procurement of goods, salient features, Incoterms, FIDIC, selections, P, e-procurement experiences. Now, I want to just summarize it in a different way. I think some of you gave us some feedback. I'm putting up into 2 parts. Because this is a discussion we are already having with Mr. Shanker and his team. So we are putting up the all thing into 2 topics. And we want your honest feedback. I could see in the list around, there are some people, the director levels. Some are the head of the units around. Some are operational level. So I'm trying to put here strategic topic, which we have covered, and operational and technical. Strategic topics was obviously everybody need to know the cycle part, the project cycle and the pack. Overview of principles, policy, and regulation. I know we spent 2 days going into principle, policy, regulation. For some people, they need a depth, but some people at the top level, they need high-level principles, policy, and regulation. PPSD is the core, because ultimately what we are looking around, we want to transform procurement from tactical to strategy. So when we say, guys, we want to move, the whole story of this new framework was move from tactical, move from bureaucratic process into strategy. And that cannot happen without PPSD, without good plan. If that is not done, we are still in the old process. Overview of SPD and TPP. Obviously, there are, again, documents around. So we need to look at the legal aspects, including fitting. All the goods, services, consultant, I can go with the generic legal part, which is coming from SPD. So SPD gives us the legal points, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, which they call particular conditions of contract, PCC. But for construction and infrastructures, the pink book, or even for turnkey projects, so we have fitting plan. So it's a combination of this. So this time we tried to give you the legal aspects based on SPD for goods, services, and consultant. But for construction, we tried to give it. I know we spent 3 hours, that did 3 to 4 hours. So fraud, corruption, obviously at the higher level also important. Drafting generics. I think we all discussed on the opening day, guys, your whole procurement depends on the specs. An example which I was telling you around, that the consultant writes the specs around, and then it is cut and paste from a catalog, and then you get one offer around, and then when you push it back, you lose 6 months, 5 months of the cycle time. So generic specs, I feel every procurement person has to learn. And I was explaining again that day also, this is what we did for the World Bank. Sorry, this is WHO. These books are all available that are how to write generic specs for goods, for services, and procurement people can learn it. So that is what we thought we need more time for this. The value engineering part, sustainable procurement is becoming a hot topic nowadays under the climate change. E-procurement part, yes, in Africa also, Nigeria last time came around that we have done already e-procurement. Kenya has done it. And even South Africa has done it. So many countries are moving in this direction. And when we look at the comparison, which I was explaining to you, was the GEM and the GSA. So GSA, since I worked with them very closely, so GSA has done with the US government and the GEM. So this is the future, I think certainly they're around types of them. So this is the area which again, I'm leaving the discussion for you, and Mr. Shanker is also there. We want to call as a strategic topics. Then the people who are the operational people, the tactical people. So we want each one to know the cycle, the procurement cycle. Project cycle is required at the strategic level, but the person who are doing hands-on work, they need a procurement cycle. Procurement regulation in details. Drafting procurement plan. Procurement methods for goods and works and consult. Again, procurement of works. Procurement of goods. Procurement of consulting services. Selection and empanelment. Sorry, not the employment, it's empanelment of consultants. The risk part, financial, legal, quality, and mitigation. Use of STEP, which World Bank has come up very effectively, and its role in the contract. So we need to combine the contract management and STEP together in cross-border procurement and input. So this is the broadly we are trying to cover up. So before I give the floor to you guys, let me see if I've got anything else. Here are the speakers around. And already Shanker is already there, who has been the key person. Adu, you met him on the first day. Shivendra was also there. Mishra, Vedachari was there around. I don't know if anybody is here in this team. I don't know. So Priti Jain.
Yeah, we have Mr. Robin in the from the
Oh, so kind. So welcome, Mr. Robin. Okay, Priti Jain is Sanjeet Kumar. And then we have Payal Malik Madan. She covered very nicely the step part. Robin, you are the hero for Triple P. So you covered well. So this is what we had. And then this is the certificate which we are given to all of you guys. So with this, I want to thank you all again for joining us, sharing your experience, and taking very active interest. So with this, I want to give the floor to Mr. Shanker and to all of you, any one of you. Shanker, how do you want to start?
Thank you, Mr. Batra. I think let us listen from the participants in case they have any specific feedback.
Yeah. Come on, guys, because you are the right place now. So whatever feedback you will give us will be certainly incorporated. Mr. Kalal is also there. So everybody wants to hear you guys. Come on.
Yes, thank you again for this training program. For me, it was very useful. I'm working in procurement since a long time, but I was out for several years. I'm returning now to procurement operations. And when I enrolled to this training was exactly to what the training was exactly what I was expecting. This refreshment, not only in terms of the strategic topics that I know all of them more or less for a long time, but for example, PPSD is for me something very new. I am preparing now my third PPSD, so it's relatively new, and I learned a lot in terms of issues that I am facing now. For example, market approach, market study, how to evaluate, because these issues related with big tenders, bulk tenders. I'm dealing with the tenders with about $70-80 million tenders, and how to address our procurement strategy for these tenders. It was very interesting. Also, the issues related with these new evaluation criteria, rated criteria. This is very completely new for me. I'm preparing my second or third bidding document using these rated criteria, and I learned a lot. Other thing that for me it was outstanding was related with e-procurement. I was involved in e-procurement. I work in supply chain in Portugal for a very huge company, using Ariba, using other some Portuguese softwares like Primavera platform. But now I have a new knowledge, and I will participate in your EGM webinar about Indian e-procurement system, just to learn more about that, because this is the future. Especially after COVID, this is the future. This digitalization, this clouding approach for all the dismaterialization of paper, is the future. And thank you so much. It was very useful for me, and I will leave the floor to the others. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Luis. Anyone else, guys? Robert, anyone?
Hello, I am Devika. Actually, I am very new to the procurement because just I have 1 year experience. I am so basically I'm an agricultural officer, but this training is very, very informative for me because we are just moving on to the implementation of a new World Bank project for the government of Kerala, and So I got this project at the right time. Each and every topics were clearly explained to us, and all the speakers were really good. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Any suggestion you want to give around there, which you feel we can still do better?
Actually, about suggestions, because I have very less experience in procurement, but I don't think I need to give any suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you.
No worry. Anyone else, guys?
Thank you very much. Let me also take this opportunity to express my appreciation to the team, especially from the president, for organizing this very, very much important session to take us through this training. And also the team, Shanker, you've been a tool, a very important instrument in this. Me, myself, as a consultant, and also I teach at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. You know, in consultancy, there is a lot, especially touching on the procurement issues. And I can tell you that through this, I become an expert now. Something that I don't just take it for granted. It has been a very, very great experience going through these topics, and the work that I'm handling, it has given me a lot of light that now from here I am able to participate in doing these bits and carrying out the exercise very well. And I will not hesitate to be part of this organization anytime something good comes up through seminars, workshops, and what have you. Otherwise, I'm so much grateful and looking forward to the next sessions if it will be available. Thank you, and God bless you.
Robert, for your kind words. Anyone else, guys?
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Alina Shantri. I was almost allowed to speak during all the session because of some technical issue. I'm from Cape Verde. I used to work in procurement, but now I'm not active in procurement, but I found this training very interesting. There was some topics for me that I was not fully understand, like value engineering, sometimes like the PPP too. It was very useful for me. But for me, I would like to propose some more topic for this training, like contract management for FIDIC contract. And if we can do also the more detail for PPP contract management and PPP hiring, that's how. But at all, I like very much all the training. It was very interesting, and I will definitely take it part of other training if it will become available. Thank you.
So kind of you, know. I know for you it must be midnight, am I right, Irina?
Yes, it's 6 in the morning, every day from 2 o'clock. Every day from 2 o'clock. Yes, but it's okay. It was worth it. Thank you.
Spoiled your night, huh? Okay, guys, anyone else? Abdullah, you have been very active. What happened? Anything, any thoughts? Okay, if none. Anyone, guys, before I give the floor to Mr. Shanker, please tell me his views around. Any one of you guys? Okay, if none, with this again, I request Mr. Shanker to share his experience, his thoughts, his future, what he looks from this.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Batra, and thanks everyone, all the participants. I understand the problem of the time difference because many other countries are, I think, having a major difference in time. So, which I think is a major constraint. In terms of feedback, I think there are one or two actionable points. Like one is about the rated criteria. So it is a very, I'll say, very important topic, and perhaps we should have a separate standalone training on rated criteria. That is one. Second is on this issue of contract management training. So definitely, I think we should have a standalone training on FIDIC contract management or contract management. Once again, I think it is a big topic, and it cannot be actually covered fully if it is part of a longer training. So let us keep that also as a standalone training program in future. We have noted the suggestion of increasing the practical examples. So to the extent possible, whatever is doable, we will try to include that in future training programs. And lastly, I think there are suggestions on PPP also. So let us see how much we can do on PPP, because PPP is actually a cross-cutting topic. So it requires, I think, a much longer session if you want to really cover right from the conceptualization of PPP to the completion of PPP. So let us work on all those topics. FIDIC, definitely, I think we are going to focus in one of the training programs in future. I don't know whether we can cover each and every books of FIDIC, but maybe a few of them which are popular. Maybe we can try to cover them in one of the future training program. I think that's all from our side, and thanks everyone once again.
Okay. With this again, I want to thank Mr. Shankerji and to all of you guys. So let's not think that this is the end of the story around. It's the beginning of our relationship. So as I said to you in the beginning, let's stay connected. And we want to increase the networking with you guys. So we have done all the program, we've done around 10 now. So if I say around 350, 300 people who are already part of it, so soon, for the timing, we'll keep you separate, but then later on, you will become part of the bigger group. So that will help us to improve your networking, share your thoughts, experience. Well, friend, with this, I wish you all and take care. Happy journey and not the journey.
So
Yeah.
one request, if you can just stop sharing your screen, and I'll request to everyone to turn on your camera so that we can take the group picture.
Oh, yes, certainly. That's
Yeah.
very important.
First, sir, please close your screen so that we can have bigger picture.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
that's good.
everybody, guys.
Yeah, please,
Everybody,
everyone, please open the camera. Great. And if you have certificate with you, that would be even great.
Please show them out.
We have already shared with you. Great, great. I can see a few certification. Yeah, certificate. Perfect.
Hello,
Okay.
can I say something?
Yes, okay. Lukesh, you want to say something?
Yeah, good evening, Krishna sir.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Sir, my concern was like that, in future, any coming of the training sessions which is updated like.
Anyone, Ashok? Yeah. Sorry, Lukesh, please go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that in future the updates of the World Bank's the processes and all that, what we have done covered is like the latest one. In coming of the this updation, I will request to update us also regarding the any changes in the training, so that we can also take part into the updated training program in the future. Or apart from that, any other training which have to be done from for the World Bank, just update us. Will that be very helpful for us to join that session?
Okay. Thanks again, Lokesh. I think we'll be in touch with Shankar and his team. So whatever information we get, Ms. Shankar Lal is also part of our group around. So some information he could share us or we could share also.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Shankar, you want to touch anything on that point?
Yeah, so updates in World Bank procurement regulations and the say standard bidding document. So most of them are available on the World Bank website. Perhaps you can just share the link with all the participants so that they can regularly visit the World Bank external website and they can see the updates. As of now, no major update is planned, but the minor updates may come up very periodically.
Okay, guys, then we are done through this. With this, I want to again thank you all. And this is the beginning of our relationship, as I said to you. And I want to thank Shankerji for joining us, Robin for joining us, and thanks again to all of you and my team, Arun, and we have
Shubham.
friend Shubham also with us. He joined us recently. So I want to thank everyone and best of luck and best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining us and for a very interactive sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank